So now that Dreamercell's in the dragon form, it's about to run out, but if he can, he'd want to try and hit that tower a couple times, just get some of that acid burn on. Weaken it a bit, but that's... yeah. Boom would have liked that to go more their way. And while that's all happening, PL is now rotated into the top lane. They've decided to put the Weaver down bottom to give him some EXP, get access to his time lapse, so at least he can go for some crazy plays at least. If it goes wrong, just time lapse back 4 seconds, should be fine. Mid lane though, under a lot of pressure. And so far these lanes, it seems like Boom's the idea is to try and dominate the lanes, but I don't think anyone looks dominated so far. If anything, the only one that got dominated was that poor Riki lane. That was an awful lane to be in.
Yeah, I mean, it's expected, right? Like, it's either the DK go to mid or the Riki does, and you really don't want to send in a strength hero up against the nice. At least Riki's a bit more elusive. He can get out if he plays it right, plays it safe. DK will... he's just got no escape against the natural
Radiant's
courier. Courier goes down. Looks like Yules is the plan here for Necrophos, though Carl wanting to have that mana so that he can constantly be on the field, healing himself, healing his teams. Extra movement speed helps as well, plus the mana. What's Dreamer still looking to go? Is he tanking up or is he going for a blink? He's gone for Radiance DK. Alrighty, so this will give him some much needed damage.
Oh, top lane duel. They will not secure another damage, but they do take down Raven, which was the big objectives nevertheless. Slows him down in the farm, and yeah, that's the carry DK I was talking about, who builds into a Radiance, builds into damage, and so he can actually hit hard now that he's taking the safe lane and not actually Mikoto. So he's got farm priority.
F in the chat for FBZ though. 2 duels, got the kills, but they just didn't get the damage. It's quite tough with this lane. They need to get the damage onto the Legion as well, so that Legion can also transition into a pretty hard right clicker in this game.
Yeah, Raven DC too, so would he have not gotten the kill had it not been for the DC or the internet lag?
May have DC'd during the duel, so it's hard to say. Maybe it wouldn't have mattered, although they did have an observer ward up top, so if he did disconnect before the duel happened, then that's just unfortunate.
F's in the chat. We've got a lot of time to kill, so I guess perfect time to plug in ESL. If you're watching the stream from home, Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, whatever the platform, do hit the share button. Get this one around, get C-Dota back to where it was before. The crazy fanatic game that everyone loves, you know? It still is there. It still is there.
You make it sound as if we're dead.
Well, I mean, statistics shows we're slowly growing up. We're not dead, we're slowly growing up. You know, people know the game. It's some people just get triggered by the toxicity it has. But welcome to C-Dota, right?
I don't know if it's welcome to see Dota. Maybe it's more like Rip Dota.
We got the call. It's probably for Phoenix, who has been underleveled. Yep, needs to get his egg up.
Yeah,
So level reliant.
Even if the supernova is there though. The only time I would see that tome being worth it is if they want to gank with the Phoenix. Use the supernova, the damage from the supernova to try and secure themselves a kill. But what are they killing though? Because you can't kill the Weaver with it. Maybe the Necrophos? Necrophos takes bonus damage from magic. So maybe that's a thing.
I mean, Supernova is good for sure the magic damage, but more so the stun it gives, right? So maybe if they keep this up, whatever FBC is doing, he's doing it great. He's saving the duel exclusively for Raven, and if they can do it over and over again, maybe sooner or later they need to tie it up with the Phoenix Egg, just hold Raven there even longer, get the kill onto him almost exclusively. That should put him on a more crippling note, at least for the longest time, but eventually, obviously, he will catch up. So, Boom is playing the tempo, and we know they were good at that. So, it is demonstrating it right here and now.
Gotta keep it going, though. If only they got that bonus damage onto the Legion. So, I'm assuming Legion's saving up for a blink? He's... Oh, okay. So, alright. not going for Blink first, so instead he's gonna go for the Hood of Defiance. Just get that magic resistance in, since there is a lot of magic damage coming out from Geek Fam. Necrophos as well as the Necrophos and Grimstroke. That's a scary combo.
Void is relatively magical damage as well, right?
Yeah, as I'd say more Necrophos because you'd want to protect yourself from the Reaper's scythe.
No, I mean, it's always good to have a pipe. I think he's building into the pipe, actually, for this Legion commander. Knowing that the Weaver is a +4, his right click isn't that, you know, it's not going to be that threatening. So Raven's going to be dishing out most of the physical in this this matchup. The pipe is pretty good here.
I think they did build pipe in their previous Legion match. Yeah. That was the first item. I remember that game actually. The one where poor Legion had a really rough time. Built the pipe first, but they needed the initiation that game. Hey, I could see it working out here too.
The last Legion game I remember was, I think it was Adroid Boom Esports first game. I think FBZ had the worst time with the Legion, who had no game at all, and he got like 10. Yeah, he got like 10 dual damage at the end of the day. But this time around, he's getting a great lane, so shouldn't be the case.
Maybe we'll start seeing an FBZ game. Who knows? Alrighty. So game of pause, like the players mentioned earlier. Oh goodness. It's really unfortunate though that we have some of these internet connection problems. It must really suck too, especially for someone like Raven, when you play a game and you're in the zone, then all of a sudden you just get pulled back to reality. Just like, excuse me? Got other things to do.
I mean, it's the lockdown. What else? What other options do they have, right? Are they even in the same gaming house right at this very moment? Probably not. Right?
They might. I would probably say not, just for safety reasons, but I personally have no idea where Geek Fam is currently based.
People are saying it's PayPal transfer.
PayPal transfer. Oh no, don't say that.
Successful.
Don't say that. Oh.
It's clearly not, but it's funny how the chat goes about it. Oh, look at that. That's
so nice. Cute. Flies. Hey, look, we've seen some weird things fly in this game, okay?
Like, you'd have, like, live, like, humans turn into a courier, which is weird, because then you thought they're, like, life-size. Like, all the heroes are at least life-size, not giants, but then you get, like, these creatures being miniatures.
Well, there are some, like, if... Take into account, let's say, what's the most humanoid character there is in the game? Kunkka? If Kunkka is the average size of a person, I'm very sure these couriers are really big. They're probably the size of like a really big dog, maybe a German Shepherd.
Well, yeah, well, that's how you know that we've ran out of things to say. We're talking about dogs and German Shepherd. Just bear with us, chat. We're doing our best here. Look at that beautiful, beautiful Aegis. OG, Wings, Newbie, IG, Liquid, EG, Alliance, Navi, yeah. Where's the second OG?
Where's... Yeah, no, at the top. At the top.
Oh, there we go.
2019 World Champions, and then 2018 was them again.
I think Wings was, like, the most surprising win that they had for TI. Like, they were, I think, the first team who uses every single heroes in the pool. So... They were impressive. I think they were the most creative team to win it.
I also think that, I think personally for me, one of the hypest grand finals was, I hated the meta, but the Alliance grand finals still has to be one of the most hyped grand finals I've ever seen. Alright guys, so we just got notification from production, so just a couple more minutes, and I suppose if we don't get a reconnect then we may have to continue. So hopefully we do get a reconnect very soon from Raven, otherwise we may have to start without him.
Whoa, is that an option? To go on without Raven? Is Is that an option?
Well, I mean, what else can you do?
Is under attack.
Alright, so he has reconnected.
Radiant structures are fortified.
At the end of the day,
Dire's top
the
tower
rules.
is under attack.
Can't say anything about the rules. I think the only alternative is if Boom decides to give their free time
Dire's middle
to Geek
tower
Fam.
is under attack.
I'm not 100% sure on how it
Dire's
works, so if
middle
they're allowed to
tower
do
has
that.
fallen.
Some tournaments they do allow it, but I'm not quite sure how they'll go about here. But we will be continuing on, so we're still gonna have Raven. He's still there, he's still playing. He's just in the fountain for 20 seconds.
That would be pretty scary, if you're a Geek Fam, knowing that the guy who carries you most of your tournaments just can't play the game anymore and it becomes a 4v5. That's the worst possible situation.
I'm very
So,
sure
Becca?
if even if they play 4v5, he's still allowed to reconnect. It's just they can't pause.
Dire's middle tower is under
I
attack.
see.
Dire's middle tower.
Okay, that's not all lost. So mid lane, they lost the tower. That's a lot of the map open now for the side of Geek Fam. Raven can look to farm in the area if he so chooses to. If he's not all laggy, he can look to farm the area. It's a risky area to farm, but
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's
It's very
top
difficult to
tower
catch
is
still
under
though, even with
attack.
the Legion. Unless they have a blink, he can still doppelgang around most times, so shouldn't be too bad. This Radiance though is slowly coming up on Dream Missile though. And looks like I'm going to catch the Weaver.
with the lift and the paintball and the Dragon's Wrath will be enough to take him down with the magical burst.
Crispy, and there we go. So already starting Hyde, having that Sakuchi, so good for trying to catch someone with that lift. Gotta be very careful now if you're Geek Fam.
Oh, and took
Phoenix.
that forward with the one random goes in the back. Kesku actually going low, pops the egg just in time. Cuckoo has to back off now. He has a GG, but unfortunately, Mikoto cannot finish the job with the lack of damage in this early stages of the game. But Dreamo Cell already on his dragon form will push down the tower, but FBC gets it too onto Whitemon. Secure the damage, will it not?
Oh man, maybe if they decided to focus the Grimstroke first, I think they would have been able to grab the kill. Oh no, we got more lag! Oh, that's not good. 20 packet loss, I'm assuming?
That was 3 duels, no duel damage, and it's the lag, guys, it's the lag.
F in the chat there for FBZ. Oh, okay, we got some ping problems.
Milo B on the chat 27. Let me talk to you. Oi, T. Oi, what's up, dude? What are you doing? What are you guys saying? The pause is too long. People are just they're just being interactive. So cool. What's up, man? I've acknowledged you, so I will wait for you to reply when you hear this because it is a delayed stream.
I believe it's 5 minutes, so 5 minutes later. Alright guys, game of pause.
Like, hey, we don't like it as much as you guys do, okay? But it has to be done. It is a tournament after all. It's not just entertainment, so they wanna actually perform the best and win this. And I know it kills the hype. Luckily, it's only 13 minutes in a game, and nothing's too crucial just yet. So it could have been worse. Imagine if it was like a hyped up match and these pauses just showed up.
I'm a little concerned because it seemed like, I guess, the server was stable before we started, but then now that it's unstable, we're at the point where the game is too far gone to go for a remake. I suppose if the players don't mind it, I guess it's fine, but then all of a sudden, all these lanes, you can't remake a game like the CS and the gold and all the kills because it's just too awkward. So we may just have to wait this out. Worst comes to worst, if both teams agree and they don't feel like they're, I suppose, leading that much, they might just go for a complete remake. I don't know if they can do a redraft. They might just have to make a new lobby. And that'll be unfortunate too. Because Makoto would have to go through all that pain again.
Oh man, I feel a bit demoralized when I heard that. Like, oh, a remake, really? Let's go. 4v4. There we go.
Okay, wait. FBZ came back. So no 4v4. It'll be 4v5. Okay, so whose pause time is this? This is this still Boom's pause? They're waiting for Geek Fam.
$150 ping, packet lost 20.
Yeah.
I mean, we have all been through it, guys. So let's be understanding. Okay, we've played in a lag game before. I've had it.
not nice.
Usually mine happens during the draft, and it just saves relief. But yeah, theirs is happening unfortunately before the draft, so there's nothing we can do about that. But wait,
The worst ones I feel are when the server gets a huge spike, and then I suppose the screen freezes for quite a while. Not freezes, it's the one where it's like your character runs into the wall because you can't control them. And then you come back and your character's like all the way on the other side of the map and you didn't even realize you clicked there, but that's just where you ended up. And everyone's just like, lag in capitals? Lag? Lag?
like lag is not an actual reason when you're playing in pubs. They just think it's an excuse.
No, but seriously, there's a legit lag. It's horrible. It's the worst.
But to be fair, it's like the boy who cried wolf, right? Like people had trust and then someone abused it, because some of my friends do it. Okay, they're pretty toxic when they they failed an execution. They just DC and then they relog later, and just to cover the shame.
Okay. I'm glad I don't play with them then.
Anger is useless here.
But they're funny though. They're super funny to play around with. I mean, we laugh about it because we know he's not actually lagging, but it's all about the facade.
Alright, so apparently, according to Boom ID, if they DC, it's really hard to reconnect. So maybe the server is suffering from some kind of lag issue now.
Well, let's see which teams can be creative enough to draw the best artwork in this game. I guess it should be. This is a subsection. It's gonna be a subcategory, guys. This is how we kill time. Let's see what the best drawing players could do.
I'm trying to see if there's any outages for the servers. But hard to say. I can't really see any outages. Might just be, you know, why sometimes Dota just targeted lag, targeted spikes.
I actually feel the spikes now. I think I hear your voice like clipping through and through. Well,
Are you sure it's? I might be because I'm tapped out.
Oh, okay. I mean, okay. So it could be something else, because now you sound super smooth. Look at the artwork, man. They're drawing Homer Simpson on this thing. What is that? I have no idea.
I think. Hang on, who is it? That was Raven. He drew a king. I think there's a triangle for. Wait, is that Whitemon? No.
I'm just trying to figure it out, man. This is like kindergarten artwork all over again. Scribble your character green and call it skin. What is Yeah. Maybe we go on to commercials. Do we?
Everyone's
At this
reconnect. Oh no, sorry. Phoenix is still disconnected.
At this point, there's only so much we can do.
Yeah.
Keith, answer me. What was the question, bro? I didn't even see that one in the chat. It was "Oi, Keith," and then this to follow up. What does that even mean? Let's continue tomorrow. That's what the people are saying. Yep. My yep has been a meme now, just because, guys, when I say yep, it's just that when I accidentally talk over Denelli and I just want to like her to continue, I'll say yep. So I'm like signifying that I ended it. Okay, I ended it. Like, okay, go on, move on, Denelli. I'll go like yep. And they're
Sorry
saying
about that,
yep.
guys.
It becomes a meme now.
Yeah, not just that though. I mean, like, it's kind of difficult for us too because we've got some delay between us. So we tried to organize a solution for this yesterday. It was such a silly idea. So we were saying, if you're done talking, you click. But then But then we figured that that'd be too annoying for you guys, so we just decided to go through the pain of talking over each other. So apologies by me if I talk over Keith. I don't mean to. I just think he's done talking and then he has an afterthought. And then I do the same thing too. I think I'm done and then I want to say something, then Keith starts talking.
So we'll do the yup thing,
Sorry, dude.
I guess. We'll continue the yup thing, yeah. If I ever cut into it, that's why the yup comes out, guys, okay? Alright, so, wait, they said G. Well, what's going on?
Okay.
There's a G and there was a don't start. Well, I guess the game is the go.
So players are saying go. I'm getting in my ear from production that we might have to go for a break. I think to wait for the bracket to settle. Yep. Okay, we got confirmation. So we are going to go for a quick break just so that the players can settle their connection. So we'll be back in 5-10 minutes. Hopefully everything's fixed. Or are we not pausing? If
We'll
it's time
see you
to
in
pause,
about, yeah.
we'll go.
Stick around, chat.
They're looking at us, an audience. Keep telling us what we can do, but here we are, showing them, making them wish they were you. We've heard the most when it comes to this. Yeah, every shade of blue, but don't even care what they'll say. They think we're out of control. Yeah, truth be told, we know it. It's just the way we live. We own it. 'Cause stop we know it's real. We know it. It's just the way we live. We love that real. They're looking at us, an audience. Keep telling us what we can do, but here we are, showing
Your egg says useless. Distortion.
Call my bluff for the last time. This ain't a song, it's a battle cry. No lies. I see the two between the strobe lights. Black face, hey, follow me around. Okay, black face, follow me around.
Yet your veil gives on.
You so want it bad, but I can't taste it. I can't help you now. Okay, I follow me. Okay, black face. Got too much up on my plate, now I can't think. I said woke up, take a action, now I'm feeling this is it. Want the
Hello everyone, welcome back. It looks like we are finally unpaused. Hopefully we've settled all of our connection issues and we'll be able to continue on with the game. Welcome back, Keith! Good to see you again.
Oh, that was a much needed pause. I had some snacks in as well. Finally feel a bit more energized. Let's get it. Game number 2.
Okay, so going off of what we spoke about earlier on, the condition for Boom ID here is to hit their 15-minute timing. They need these items on their cores. FBZ gonna be okay. So FBZ will be going for a pipe. He's not going for blink. So it looks like main source of initiation might have to be the DK. So they'll just run in with Dream herself, and he'll start the fight off. Although he's going for Radiance. Is there a chance to go for the late game? I think he might be going for the late game because he's not setting up for Makoto at all. He's setting up for himself to go late. Whereas if you're Geek fam, you have the PL, and PL always goes late. So are they trying to out late game?
I mean, the Radiance pickup is also very good against the PL, right? Like, you give some sort of missed chances, it helps damage over time, helps clear the illusions on top of his Dragon Breath. So, and he isn't like an off-lane DK. He's going with a carry DK, so he really needs that damage. So he has to farm more bigger items, I guess, with the Radiance. That speeds it up a little bit further. FBZ though, that guy, he's doing his role right. He is taking crucial kills, getting good duels off. Unfortunately, not ending the job to get some sort of dual damage, which is somewhat worrying at this point.
Yeah, he's missing out, I believe, was it 30 damage? Because he gets 10 damage per duel at level 1. So 3 kills with duel, 30 damage that he could have had, which essentially equates to a damage item. So for him to miss out on that, it's a really big loss. I believe... Oh, who's there? They don't have detection though, but they know that Ricky's nearby.
Dire are scanning.
So they're playing on each other's sides of the map, right? Honestly, Dire some farm with CL, but by clearing off his jungle, FBZ is doing that clearly. They have taken the bottom tower, so that side of the jungle is not safe for PL. PL would try to go up top, but unfortunately the top lane is also pretty volatile, seeing as though that they lost the tower. So they're going in for the smoke. Has to make some desperate plays here. Has to actually get some space going for the side of this PL. Tries to secure this place, and Dreamer Cell, he is on his own. He's trying to farm up the Ancients. Sees that only one is in the area. Immediately comes into the Astral Snap. Void Remnant pulls him in. All the damage is swirl, and he's on his own with the Reaper side. He will go down. 70 seconds, so that's a long way. That's one way to keep him at bay.
Yeah, and considering that he is also going for the Radiance on that DK, he doesn't really have too many stats to work with. If he went for the traditional tanky initiating DK, he may have been able to get out of there, but unfortunately this is sort of the price you pay when you go for this style of DK, going for that Radiance. You don't have stats, you're just building to farm more.
Dire's middle tower.
He's in the area with FBC. If they could actually get a cool off on him, that would be very good. But he's covered.
Invisrune, no detection, and he gets out scot-free. Free career kill. Good news though, Ricky has next up a diffusal blade, and it looks like it's go time. They're going to go at the Ricky, just look for a 2 pick off with the diffusal blade. And I suppose even though Makoto had a pretty bad lane stage, he's still going through the one to carry the momentum of the game. Make that space for Dreamer Cell to farm on the DK. And FBZ, he's nearby, smoked up. He has to run. Oh,
He's got to press the attack. Gets the duel immediately onto it with the Phoenix egg. There we go. That's the combination to ensure this time. Ideally better on Raven since he's the PL, but Mikoto fighting from behind. You know, we've seen in the previous game, Raven got back with the Ricky as well, and he can do the same. Raven again falling pretty low, has to get out of there. FBC, they're fully committing to it. Tricks up the trade, he double damages out of it. Blink strikes forward. FBC, enough damage coming up from Ricky. The right click will end the job as he found himself trapped in the tree lines.
Oh, they're starting to see some of the weakness here for Geek Fam's lineup. They don't have countermeasures if someone gets caught in any kind of disable, such as the duel. No snowball this time, no disruption, no astrals, nothing. So we saw there that they lost Cuckoo extremely quickly. PL tried to get away, but unfortunately, when you're going up against something like a Ricky, that hero is so good at chasing down heroes. But yeah, I guess they got the tether off. They they found
As you say that, he gets another kill, and this is why it was never sure you lose the lane. I mean, Raven lost his lane as well in the previous game with a Ricky, but like you said, he's not a farming hero. He's here to pick you up, and with a Legion on the team, they are so great at doing that.
Radiant's top tower is under
good
attack.
team fight on Geek Fam, but if they get ganked like this, they just don't have any good heroes that can TP. And now Makoto, how many kills does this have? 3 kills in the span of 1 to 2 minutes. Double damage rune. The diffusal blade is just paying off for him, and he's reasonably tanky too.
6-0 and 1. Yeah, let's take a look at his net worth. I want to know how much he's gained from that one alone. Well, still not as close as the Necrophos, but I mean, he had a bad lane, but that's something. He is still very much in the game, as if anything.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Viper's done. The Radiance is well on its way for the DK. Radiance recipe out, so I believe that is for Carl. He's finished his Radiance. So the timing will be quite similar for this DK and Necrophos for their Radiances. So basically, Radiance for Radiance, I guess. Counter the Radiance with another Radiance of your own.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
FBC, his duel is up, might look to make something happen here, but unfortunately they have no sight on where Geek Fam might be. But if only they knew that this PL was by the Ancients. They should read him like book. They knew he needed to come. Toto, he also, one thing Ricky does in the team fight is actually reply to that vision, being on the cover of his own invis, but the dude scout him out there. Oh, Swamp will clip on to the way. Think it out of there.
This is the issue when you're coming into the Ricky. So if you take a look at the core net worth of that Grimstroke, he has invested so much gold into all this detection that he's basically just had to completely sacrifice himself. He said, okay, Weaver, you buy your own things, I got this.
Oh, they're going straight forward. No, the Ancient well is ready. The timing right now, they did not. They used up the far too long, but they have the silence to hold him there pretty long enough to at least get the kill onto him. And now the Link moves on to Hyde. Finally times out. No minus in there. Can they finish the job? They will. Raven gets the kill. Probably the worst case scenario coming up from Boom Esports right now. Hyde to fall in next. Has the Void Remnant, but he sidestepped it into the tree lines, which only is delaying the inevitable. I guess you'd say space. But space for who as a Ricky, the hard I mean, Dreamer Cell, I guess. You can give space to Dreamer Cell. So, in that sense, it's still not looking great for Boom Esports with that engagement down in bottom.
No, not at the moment, but maybe that's all they needed. Just draw all that attention. Like, they should have seen all 5 heroes there for Geek Fam engaging into that bottom clash. So then at least you would have been fine if your Dreamer Cell just farm everywhere. He's also finished up his Radiance too, so he's going to speed up his farm significantly. And if he decides to participate in team fights too, all of a sudden that burn damage, if you look at the heroes on Geek Fam, a lot of them are really squishy still. Weaver, not very tanky, neither is the Grimstroke. And even the Void Spirit, he doesn't really want to be around that DK with that constant burn damage. Yeah, Cuckoo can absorb some of it, but he still doesn't have the best health pool to work with. And we've seen what happened. For them to kill that DK, they need to use everything in their arsenal. So this is where the DK starts to shine, but also this is where Raven is going to have to come in clutch, because he's also got his own Diffusal Blade. He's going to go for Heart of Tarask next. And Heart of Tarask PL in this game is perfect, because burst damage isn't quite there for Boom. If they try to kill Raven, it's going to be a long struggle, because they'll be chasing him for such a long distance. They've got decent lockdown, but I think if there's enough health in the PL, it'll be enough time for Geek Fam to come in and try and save that PL.
That is the name of the game right now. Whitemon. He is poor, and as you can see, he's queuing up all of these protections on his side. It's probably a long way till he actually gets the 8th lens. But this next, they're gonna play a bit faster. Pretty much paper at this point. But they have to make something happen around the duel. Every single moment the duel is up and they are not capitalizing on that could be a waste of efficiency. But Geek fam looks like they might want to go for a smoke play here. They're all round up, pops the smoke, going straight forward to it. They have no vision on it, drops the scan, catches no one, but they have a feeling that Dreamocell is going to be farming in the area, and he is. They pinged him out. Who's going to jump in with the initiation? The dual set plays there by Kuku. Void Raft, and again, pulls him in, followed up with the back to the break, easy combination, and hand it all to 80 seconds, no farming, that immediately defeats the purpose of the Radiance all in all.
Yeah, so far all they've done is just go in, kill the DK, and that's it. Interestingly enough, Geek fam aren't really taking objectives, so I'm not sure how many times they can just go in and just kill the DK, because I feel like if you're just gonna do that, just kill him and leave. I think it's redundant, because that DK is going to big farms a lot faster now. So it's not going to be that easy to think, oh, there's a nice door. Nice try.
But Raven is just going straight in now. We know that the duel is down, so the lockdown isn't there, and they actually force the egg. Surely if you're Boom Esports, you get out from this engagement. You have lost it the moment you expanded it. Have to get away, but all this side of Geek fam is ready and prepped up on the high ground. FBC low on mana, good refusal. Void Remnant pulls in and Mikoto tries.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I never see this coming.
Radiant are scanning. Dire are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Fast!
Radiant's
as a
bottom
diving
tower
strike.
is under attack. This will do nicely. Your shrine has fallen to the radiant. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Have played your part.
You now disappear.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Double damage!
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Void infusion.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Mere coin?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
A golden thread.
Radiant are scanning. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire are scanning.
Bounty.
Coin for me.
This will hasten my footfalls.
Should have stopped when you lost the advantage.
Dragons live forever.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
A taste of your own medicine.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
That should help.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant has Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Redundant. How the hell did you see me?
Dire are scanning.
Double damage!
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack. Invisibility!
What a surprise.
has been killed. Radiant are scanning. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Arcanery.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
I reap your life.
Even my plans are just a toss in the dark.
This will do nicely. Dire are scanning.
Double damage! A golden thread.
This will do nicely.
Haste!
Dire are scanning. Radiant are scanning. Radiant's middle tower is is under attack.
No malingering. Out of quarantine. Rat.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I've killed dragons. Less disappointing.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks has